Hey kids, it's the Missing and Fly here. Hope you're well. Absolutely filthy day here in Blighty today. It's Saturday morning. The rain is tossing it down from the sky. Wind, absolutely awful. Not a day to be out on the bike. I've been out on the bike a lot this week though. As you can see, this is probably the first time the big GS has been on the screen covered in this sort of dirt. So apologies for that. It's doing my OCD no good, as you can imagine. Anyway, the subject of today's tinkering in the garage is the GS footstand. Now, you may recall, or you may have seen a few months back, I put on the Touratech foot enlarger, which has been a great addition to the bike. Really makes the whole bike feel more stable, whether you're even on soft ground or just parking in a normal car park or whatever. So, thoroughly recommend you get a foot enlarger. So, very happy with that, no problems at all. But my good friends at Go Gravel, who I've been talking about recently, sent me their version of the foot enlarger to try out. Now, I wasn't too bothered about trying this to start with because I'm quite happy with the Touratech one. But when I had a quick look at it, it's got rather a nice GS logo engraved into it, and it looks to be a little bit bigger as well, or significantly bigger than the Touratech version. So I think I'll, whilst I've got nothing better to do, I think I'll fit that on the bike. So stick around, stay tuned. Let me show you what the Go Gravel foot enlarger looks like. Okay, so here we are on the workbench. This is the Go Gravel BMW 1200 GS foot stand enlarger. Comes, you know, in a pack as usual. Let's just take her out of there, see what she looks like. So there we go. Okay, so it looks like it's coming pre-assembled. No specific instructions, but let's face it, it's pretty obvious how the thing fits on. And also it's come in this sort of pre-assembled form, so it should be pretty straightforward to go on. Looks like it's just a matter of an Allen bolt and socket required, and it should be an easy fit. And there we go. We can just see there, look, it looks like it's laser etched or laser cut GS logo. Looks rather smart on there. So we'll give that a go. It feels nice and solid and weighty. It looks like it's a good thickness of material as well, so I don't think it's going to break in a hurry. We'll take a look at that. Then let's whip off the old Touratech one, and then we can do a direct comparison of the difference in size. Okay, so that's the Touratech foot off. It's interesting to see how it's fared over a couple of months on the bike. So have a little look. I mean, it's a bit of looks like rust on there. I don't know if that is, but it's on the protective cover, so no problem. But a bit scratched up at the bottom, as you'd expect. And the other thing just to notice as I took this off was that the way this was fitted was with these sort of in situ spacers that go on the bottom and then sit proud. So they take quite a lot of the beating from the ground on this, which is different with the Go Gravel one. In fact, you put the Allen bolts in that way and they're countersunk in flush. So actually it's more the stand plate that takes the deck rather than the fastener, which I think is probably a good thing. And then the other thing, by way of comparison, just looking at these, if you look at it, the top plate, thickness-wise, is pretty much exactly the same, as far as I can tell between the two. The middle plate is actually quite a bit thicker on the Touratech. Don't know if you can see that on the Touratech one. That's probably about 4mm, whereas it looks to be about 2 or 3 on the Go Gravel one. But they're made of very similar material. And then the bottom plate itself, which is where all the action happens, let's face it, is significantly thicker on the Go Gravel one. So I think that's probably where the strength is, so that's probably where you need it. And the Go Gravel one looks to be nearly twice as thick as the Touratech one, and it feels significantly heavier as well. And in terms of size, okay, it's a bit of an odd shape, but I quite like it. I think surface area wise, it's probably a little bit bigger than the Touratech one as well. So I think it's probably a worthy swap. So let me crack on and pop that on the bike, and we'll see how that goes over the next few weeks and months. Okay, before I actually fit the foot enlarger on the bike, I'm just going to give this foot itself a bit of a wipe, make sure there's no dirt or whatever caught underneath it. Man, I've got some cleaning to do later today. It's going to upset me all day if the bike stays this dirty. Okay, there we go. That looks to be still in pretty reasonable nick underneath all the grunge. Excellent. Okay, I won't insult your intelligence by showing you how to fit it. It goes on in a bog standard way. You can watch my other video. It's exactly the same as the Touratech one as far as fitting is concerned. They supply you with these, as I say, countersunk Allen bolts and a little washer, and then a nylon locked nut to go on, so you don't have to bother with thread lock or anything like that. So I'll quickly pop that on and we'll see what she looks like. Okay, just a last little tighten. Not Not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Excellent. Okay, let's just show you at a different angle what she looks like. So there we go, nice and securely fitted on there, and I think that laser cut GS logo looks really good on there. So fitted really easy, it looks a bit bigger. We'll see how it goes over the next few weeks. So just one thing to do before we wrap up then is just to check that she doesn't bind on anything. She's nice and clear of the foot pegs. And there we go, yeah, looks really good. And really like that laser etched GS logo, as I've mentioned several times before. So really nice, nice fit, easy to go on. Looks really good. Looking forward to use it over the next few weeks, let you know how it goes. Okay, so I've got lots more videos in mind coming up over the next few weeks, some exciting stuff coming, so stick around, stay tuned. But until then, this has been the Missenden Flyer. Cheerio.